Let us start by addressing the absolute chaos surrounding the release timeline and why the original Meta Quest 4 you were expecting is officially dead. Up until very recently, Meta had a highly predictable release cadence. We got the Quest 2 in 2020, the Quest Pro in 2022, the Quest 3 in 2023, and the Quest 3S in 2024. Everyone in the industry, including massive supply chain analysts, expected the Meta Quest 4 to hit the shelves in late 2026. Internally, Meta was developing two distinct models for this launch window, codenamed Pismo Low for the budget tier and Pismo High for the premium tier. But in a massive strategic pivot, Mark Zuckerberg and Meta CTO Andrew Bosworth pulled the plug. Those prototypes were completely cancelled. Meta realized that simply releasing a slightly faster headset with slightly better lenses wasn't going to be enough to combat the looming threat of cheaper Apple Vision products and the rapid advancement of spatial computing. So what is actually happening now? Meta has split its hardware roadmap into two incredibly ambitious parallel paths, completely rebooting the Quest 4 project under a brand new codename, Project Griffin. But Project Griffin is not coming alone. Sitting right beside it in development is a completely radical, ultra-lightweight headset currently operating under the codenames Puffin, Loma, and Phoenix. This dual-release strategy is Meta's master plan to flood the market, and both devices are currently tracking for a highly anticipated launch window extending into late 2027 and beyond. This means that while standard retail shelves might not see a new flagship device immediately, the massive announcements, the leaks, and the developer kits are rolling out right now, and the hardware specifications they are packing are absolutely terrifying for the competition. Let us break down exactly what this ultra-lightweight Puffin headset actually is, because it represents a complete paradigm shift for virtual reality. If you have ever worn a Quest 3 for more than 2 hours, you know the fatigue. Having a heavy battery, a processor, and cooling fans strapped to your face is exhausting. Meta is solving this by completely removing the heavy components from the headset itself. The Puffin device is essentially a pair of thick, highly advanced goggles that weigh under 110 grams. That is less than a quarter of the weight of a Quest 3. To achieve this, Meta is offloading the battery and the massive compute power into a tethered puck that you simply slip into your pocket or clip onto your belt. This tethered puck design allows Meta to push extreme graphical fidelity without burning your face off or breaking your neck. The Puffin headset is heavily focused on productivity, media consumption, and replacing your physical monitors with floating virtual screens. Imagine sitting on a crowded airplane or at a small desk, throwing on a headset that feels as light as a pair of ski goggles, and suddenly having 5 massive, razor-sharp 4K monitors floating perfectly in front of you. Because it doesn't need a bulky internal cooling system, the form factor is incredibly sleek. This is Meta's direct answer to the spatial computing dominance that Apple has been trying to establish, but at a fraction of the weight. But what if you don't care about floating Excel spreadsheets? What if you want hardcore, untethered, hyper-immersive virtual reality gaming? That is exactly where Project Griffin, the true Meta Quest 4, enters the battlefield. The Quest 4 is maintaining the traditional